In today's video, I'm going to give you some gift ideas from some of my favorite brands. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things lifestyle and beauty for the over 50 woman. So if you watch my channel for a while, you will know that I have recommended a lot of small brands consistently for the last 3 to 4 years. It's because I really believe in them. With my channel the size it is now, I do get a lot of small brands asking if I would be interested in testing out the products or becoming an affiliate for their brand. But because I am already an affiliate for maybe a competing brand, I just don't change things up that much. And so I really believe in the products that I am an affiliate for. So I just wanted to go over them really quick because a couple of them have come up with some holiday gift sets. A couple of them are coming up with some really great Black Friday sales. And even though I can't give you all the details, I can tell you, you might want to look for them. And then some of them I just like. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first brand I'm going to talk about is one of my favorite brush brands, and that is Refer. They are my go-to for natural hair makeup brushes. They are all made in Japan. I first discovered them back when I was interested in finding about these natural hair makeup brushes. I think Sonia G was the big one that was selling out super fast, but they were so pricey. And there were a couple of other really high-end brands that were using the finest hairs from Japan, finest goat hairs or natural hairs. And so I saw a Kickstart campaign for this company called Refer. And at the time, you got to buy their whole collection. And I bought this in the summer, and they weren't coming out until Thanksgiving, but you could buy their whole collection for $240, which was the price of some individual brushes that I was seeing with these natural hair brushes made in Japan. So I purchased their Kickstart set, loved them, used them for almost a year. They reached out to me a year later because I did a video on using makeup applicators instead of makeup brushes, sponge tip applicators. And they were like, hey, we can send you some of your brushes. And I was like, well, I already have the whole set. And so they offered to send me some of their newer brushes. And so that's how our relationship my relationship with them as an affiliate started, but I had already been using their brushes for over a year. So their gift set, this one is so amazing. I've got to look at my little notes so I say things right. This is their Saibi Koho Holiday Brush. And I've already opened it, but I did try and take some footage of me opening this package. This is made using the finest grade of natural hair, which is a Saibi Koho in Japan. And the handle is made using the traditional Japanese maki, which is a lacquerware technique, hand painted. And this originated in Japan, this technique, about 1,200 years ago. This is such a gorgeous gift set. And look at this, presentation is amazing. So usually, like I said, these brushes started around $250. Some of them were like $400, $500. Just amazing. And I always wanted to try one, but I could not justify spending that much on a single brush. So this brush on Refer will normally be $188, but it is on sale starting today for $88. Yeah, discounted to $88. This is going to be the cheapest price because Refer is having a Black Friday sale starting November 1st. So if you want other brushes, just remember their Black Friday sale starts November 1st. But these sets that I'm talking about go on sale today and will not be restocked. So this is the cheapest price. It's not going to have any additional discounts come Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. So soft. You can tell, obviously, I've been using this to blend out my blush. It's so soft. I just, love touching this. And sometimes people will say, you know, what's the difference between the natural hair and the synthetic hairs? For me, a lot of it is a softness. I mean, I started out buying MAC brushes, but as you got powder products in them, they would just get a little prickly on my skin. And so the natural hair never gets prickly. And this is like beautifully tapered, and it holds the pigment, but it doesn't place it, like you don't get a dark blob. So it will have a lot of pigment on it, but you can actually kind of work it to get the pigment to your skin, and it just has that softest gradation of color. It's so beautiful. This brush is so gorgeous. If you don't want to give it as a gift to someone else, put it on your gift list. Buy it yourself and give it to your significant other or your kids and say, put it in my Christmas stocking. I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful gift for $88. For the woman that has everything, that the kids don't know what to get them something really special that they'll love using. Two other gift sets that they have are eye brush sets. And again, this is going to be the cheapest price. One day they might start selling these individually, but at this point in time, they're just selling it as a set. And their two eye sets are their best-selling eye brushes in a short handle version, and they're calling them the Max, and then a smaller version of their best-selling eye brushes, and they're calling it the Mini. So each one of these sets, I think they're $60 for 5 brushes. Yeah, so it normally would be $120 for the 5 brush set. They're discounted to $60. And let me just tell you about each individual brush. Okay, so it is their Refer #1, great all-purpose brush, great for using at the lid, great for a one and done brush. Their O2, which is a nice flat, let's see if this, make sure it's focusing, a nice flat shader brush. I use this one all the time for my cream. If I'm putting like a creamy shimmer right on the center, it's really nice to place it right there. Then they have their shader brushes, and I'm going to start with the number 15 because it's the one I use the most. It's the big fluffy brush, and I use that to blend out the edges, and I will tap it on the edges if I'm using a cream shimmer and then you know, something, a darker shade on the outside. I will tap that edge with this big fluffy brush, or just really blend it to work it in. And then you have your number 13 and 14. These are the perfect shader brush size for hooded eyes, which makes this set so amazing. So the 13 is a little bit flatter across the top, really small, can get really in there for blending or placing color on the transition when you don't want to get it all over your eye. It's also good for blending and smoothing out and softening shadow if you're applying it underneath your lashes. Don't do that right now. 14 is similar, but it has more of a tapered tip, but also the same, great at blending in on hooded eyes, placing that color right on those outer corners. Love this set. I have all of these brushes in the full size with longer handles. I like the shorter handles, especially if you are doing things in front of a mirror, or if you, like me, and have a mirror attached to your bathroom mirror. I have a small mirror, suction cup to my bathroom mirror. So when I'm up close, you know, sometimes with the long handled brush, it kind of gets in the way. So I like these short handles. And then they came out with the Mini. So all of the same shapes, just a lot smaller. Great for that detail work. Again, we're getting into the fall. I'm starting to put on a little bit more makeup, using a little bit, instead of one and dones, I'm actually using 2 or 3 shades on my eyes again. And these are so great. Oops, just dropped one. These are so great for very precise placement. Again, here's your number 1 mini for all over color on the lid. The number 2, I really like this shape because it's small, and this is what I'm actually dipping into a lot of my gel eyeliners and applying right at the base of my lashes, and then I will go in with powder and apply it on top. Same thing, the number 15, still that perfect blending size. And then look at the 13 and the 14. I mean, look at the number 14, which is this one here, the tapered one. I mean, that is such a useful size. Again, with hooded lids, or if you're like me, I have a little flap of skin right here. So if I'm trying to get my eyeshadow right in that corner underneath that little flap, I can get the eyeshadow right where I need to get it. And so again, each of these are $60. The Max and Mini sets on sale probably right around now. So 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Love these gift sets. They will not be restocked. So at least not now or not through the holiday season. But again, their Black Friday sale starts November 1st. So if there are some other brushes that you're interested in, stay tuned for that sale. Now, if you are vegan or trying not to use natural goat hair products, BK Beauty is my synthetic brush company preference. And they have their travel set for hot and flashy. Now, can I show you how many BK Beauty brushes I have? All right, these are my BK Beauty brushes. So I haven't need to dig into the travel set. So, but I'm going to tell you what brushes there are in this travel set. And this travel set, I believe, was $130, and it's in stock. It's for sale right now. It is in stock. In this travel case, you have a lot of room to put your brushes on the outside, and then you can put some makeup on the inside. But you get her foundation brush, my favorite foundation brush. So soft. It's very dense, so it's really good at working in the product. Then it is partnered with her A506 concealer brush. It's kind of the mini, it's like a mini foundation brush. This one is also good at blending out that concealer, getting that nice distinct line to kind of clean up your eyeshadow. Their other face brush is their 507, which can be used. It's skinny enough to sweep on contour, but then also it's fluffy enough to apply your blush. And then they just have 2 eye brushes. Their 501, which is kind of their multi-purpose shader brush, so it's good at applying the pigment all over your eye. And then their 502, which is a little shader brush. So this is good for blending in at your, what do you call it? Right there, crease. Okay, I need to stop eating sugar because I don't know if you watched my video a couple years ago about how I reduced brain fog, and I did it by, I stopped eating sugar. I swear that was the one thing. I kind of cut out sugar, gluten, milk, or dairy, but I really feel like it was the sugar that cleared my brain, and my brain is getting really foggy again, and I have been eating a lot of sugar. I've been craving a lot of sugar, so I should stop now and then do it for 30 days so my cravings go away, and then I'll be able to have sugar or pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. So maybe I'm going to do that starting today, cutting out all processed sugar. Okay, so those are the brush brands that I love and that I talk about all the time. This one, this is not a holiday set, but this is a skincare brand that I love. Also been using it since, for the last 3.5 years, since 2020 maybe? Was it 2019? No, it must have been 2020. And this is the Dermatology brand. So if you wanted to gift somebody skincare, a lot of times not a lot of times, everyone has different skincare needs, but these are my holy grail skincare products, which are gentle enough for those with sensitive skin, and also effective enough for those that can tolerate stronger products. And these are my ride or die 3 products for skincare. These are the ones that I recommend to everybody that asks me about skincare. And we're going to start with my favorite, my needleless serum. This one's almost gone, this giant bottle. I love this. I use it all the time. I give it away because I believe in it so much. Go to visit my sister. She asked what to use. I'm like, here, take my needleless serum. It's going to really improve the texture of your skin. It's the one product that I feel is the most noticeable for improving my skin tone. Now, to slough off all the dead skin, the Dermatology LA Refining Serum. Love this. I did talk about it recently in another video, but it is gentle enough. It has a lactic acid. I might have had a little bit of mandelic acid in it also. Yeah, it does have mandelic acid also in it, which are very gentle exfoliators. So you use that a couple of times a week. You can build up to every day. It's gentle enough to use even during the day. So if you use a tretinoin or retinol in the evening, you could use this during the day if your skin can tolerate it. I wouldn't do that if you have sensitive skin. But it also refines your pores, and when I don't use something like some sort of exfoliator, my pores on my nose get kind of filled and they feel bumpy. So it kind of keeps my skin soft and baby smooth even across my nose. And then the final product, this is my ride or die. It is the sunscreen. My favorite is the Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 45. So this has a real light tint to it. It gives just enough glow that my skin looks really healthy without using anything else. And then of course you have your SPF 46. But if you have fair skin, their broad spectrum sunscreen is the same sunscreen without the tint. So those are the 2 that I'd recommend. I also like their Daydream sunscreen. It's in the little push container. That's really fun. Sunscreen moisturizer. They call these moisturizers. I still use my regular daytime moisturizer underneath, and then I put this on top. My ride or die skincare products. If you wanted to gift somebody some skincare and they didn't know what to start with, I would start with those 3 products. Okay, what else? Oh, I'm not really going to talk about these much because they're not on sale now, and they have a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday, both really good specials coming up. But you know, you've heard me talk about many times my City Beauty. Still love the City Lips Beyond Mascara and their Night Oil. These are some of my favorite products. I love the Hydro Mask. Let me say it right. Yeah, their Hydro Mask also. Love, love, love this. And these were a little pricey, I thought, but wait for the sale. And then you get 5 of them, and I think you could put one in, if you have daughters, you could put them in their stockings, 1 each. They are just amazing, especially as it's getting colder and your skin's getting drier, at just making your skin feel super moisturized. Yeah, those are my ride or die products. You'll hear me talk about them closer to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, as well as probably a couple other City Beauty favorites. But I mean, if you are regular to my channel, not old, if you're a regular viewer, you know that the City Lips and the Beyond Mascara are my staples day to day. Okay, and then the last, I haven't talked about this in a while, my stands out beauty sponge. Yeah, I have a link for all these things down below, and I have some codes down below, so you don't have to use them. These are all products that I really, really enjoy, but these are the products that I have been affiliate with for several years because I don't really accept a whole lot of new products because I really like and believe in these products. But Stands Out Beauty Sponge. You can also get this on Amazon. It's a little pricey too, but they last forever, and you use them dry. So the first couple times you use them damp and kind of squeeze them out. They kind of feel like memory foam. And then you use it dry, and it just, you push it in, takes up all the excess makeup, and it just leaves a super natural finish on your face. Sometimes when I use like a beauty blender or a wet makeup sponge, I feel like I'm taking off my makeup. I don't feel like that when I'm using my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. I usually buy one a year. So I have like 4 or 5 of them, or I guess I have 4 of them now. But I can tell my oldest ones now. I can tell. So they do get a little bit softer, but none of them have fallen apart. None of them leave flakes or anything on my face, even the ones that are several years old and washed, over and over again. So love the Stands Out Beauty Sponge, another stocking stuffer idea. And then the final product I'm going to talk about, because I do love these eyeshadows, I just talked about in my last video. These are my Alter Ego palettes. So these are drugstore priced palettes. I do have a code, Lisa M10, save 10%, but well, let's talk about them. So I did quote the wrong price for this one. This big palette was the one I'm talking about. It's the one I'm wearing now. It's the Mirage palette. It's $24 on the website. And so it's got 18 shades. What I love about it's got gel eyeliner in here. And this gel eyeliner, I have to use a Q-tip with micellar water to get it off at the end of the night. It stays on. It's not going to just smear off during the day. But I like it because I'm neutral skin tone, so I can wear warm shades and cool shades. So I've got my warm shades here and my cool shades here. Today I'm wearing a shirt with more cool shades, so I am wearing shades from this little quadrant right here. No shimmer, just very natural. Love the Mirage. That's their newest release, but I'm going to show you some of their older releases. Goddess, this one looks like Natasha Denona Metropolis, which I bought I think in 2019. So, but it's funny because all these shades are coming back again. So the golds, the deep greens. So this one, when it's 15 shades, these are $20 on their website. This is Luster. I think this one looks like a not Natasha Denona. Who's the other one? Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath. This looks like a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. They're all very similar, but they always have enough variation to not be an exact replica. This is Canyon. You can see I've not used this one. This one is all these warm shades, which are coming back in all of the new palettes. So this is one of their older palettes, but I think it's all coming back. Mostly shimmers, or a lot of shimmers. So I like me some shimmer. So this is a nice one to pull out. Shadow Kiss. This one looks like the Natasha Denona Glam palette, which is one of my favorite. And these are creamy, super long lasting, highly pigmented shades. Harmony. This one is like the Natasha Denona Retro palette, a little more pinks and plummy undertones. Midsummer. Now we're getting to the ones that I just like the cases. So, Midsummer is so beautiful. This one came out this summer. Hence Midsummer. But it's got some of the greens. Yeah, this one's really pretty. Some of the neutral shades. The Festival is my typical rose shimmer that I love. Coastal, another one that came out this summer. So beautiful. Lots of plums and pinks. And then another one that I like because of the case, and this is Sakura. And this one's got some browns, a lot of greens. I don't wear a lot of greens, but I like green on my eyes. Definitely like the neutral rose and the brown and the taupey shades. I should try and wear the greens a little bit more, but what a beautiful set this would be, you know, even though this is not eyeshadow, but, you know, beautiful Japanese inspired brush with this beautiful eyeshadow. Really pretty. Anyways, on the shopalterego.com website, I think you have to put the word shop in there to get there. And that's about it for my most loved products, my affiliate products. Again, if you're new here, this might be the first time you hear me talk about them, and you might be thinking I'm throwing out a lot of products to you for sales. But if you've been with me for years, you know this is pretty much what I use all the time. And I really don't switch things up. I don't like to switch things up. When I find a brand that I like, I really stick with them. So that's it for this sale video or holiday gift guide video. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.